Because I'm ready.
She's ready. Look at that girl.
I shared it to him, so I don't know where he at. I shared it to him, though. I did just share it to him. He texted me, tell him we on.
He's run. She won't even listen, y'all. Y'all see how she be moving too fast. I know where he
at. My bad. You know, I'm impatient. I'm impatient. So let me go ahead, y'all. Let me tell y'all a little bit about this young man that's getting ready to come up here and speak, since she got me introducing him. Let me see. Let me make sure this is up, because I want to make sure this gets all my volume. Oh, it is up. Good. Because I am going live.
Did you do all of your shares? Did you do all of your shares to his family and everybody so they can come in? Thank you guys so much for the heart me.
Of course not. I thought about that. That's why I'm on Facebook Live. Of course not. I thought about that. That may be what he's doing right now. Let me, you know what? Here, let me text
I know what he's doing.
Let me text his mama.
Oh my God. It's Winning Wednesday, folks. It's Winning Wednesday. We're going to have a great Winning Wednesday. You know, this week right here, it seems like at the beginning of the month, when the month comes in, we be tested. It's like you be looking like, oh my God, what's going on with these tests? Welcome in, Tasia. Happy Winning Wednesday. It's like we be tested. We have our great Sundays. We get our word. We be pumped. We be amped. We be ready to start the week. Love you more, girl. And then there comes a twist. There comes a turn in our week. Like, are you serious? Are you really trying to test me in the middle of my week when stuff has been going so great? I haven't had a hiccup. I haven't had a bump. And you trying to test me? Not today. Not today. I will not fail this test today. I'm going to pass this test. I'm going to get over this obstacle. I'm going to run through that hurdle. I'm going to make it, because it's Winning Wednesday, and I got a win that I need to share on Winning Wednesday with my peeps. That's how I've been feeling. Because the devil thought he had me. I ain't going to hold you. The devil thought he had me today. He was like, oh, you ain't going to be ready for Winning Wednesday today. I'm going to do everything in my power to tear you down so you can't make it. You might as well just sit back. You might as well not get ready to do this. Who? You talking to TG. TG is not a quitter. TG do not give up. TG do not wallow in defeat. I just cannot, and I will not let people around me wallow and sit in defeat. We don't do that. We look at that situation and we like, okay, this is what you throwing at me. This is what you throwing at me right now. Is this what you throwing at me? All right, I'm going to let you throw that. In the meanwhile, I'm in the back saying, Coach, put me in. I got this, Coach. Put me in. I got this. Because you can handle anything that is thrown at you. Welcome in, Tay. Welcome in. Guys, we can handle anything that is thrown at us. Because we awesome like that.
And indeed,
all right, AJ.
And indeed, we are awesome. We are wonderful. I don't know why I keep saying live pause. I done came back and it says my live pause. There we go.
Tay is in the building.
All right, way to go, nephew. Y'all, I just want, y'all listen. This is a mighty, mighty man of God, y'all. He's a wonderful singer. He's gonna be a great co-host. He has a word in his mouth. He knows about so many different things. I cannot wait to hear what he has for us today, what he has to share with us today. Nobody other than Mr. T-Man Menafield, y'all. Yes, it's about to be on. I'm finna jump out this box so he can come up when I figure out how to do it. Big.
She do too much.
Hey, what's going on? Can y'all hear me pretty good?
We can hear you. Happy Winning Wednesday.
Bam, there. Happy Winning Wednesday. Y'all can't see me? Hold on.
No, we can't see you. They want to see you.
There I go. There go me. That go me. That go me. That's incorrect grammar, but
I mean, we're from the country, so does it really matter?
not to me. You know, I'm country as it can get. I'm here
I
for
think I got you. I got you beat, but that's another story.
it. I'll let you have that one. I'll let you have that one.
But it's Winning Wednesday. Winning Wednesday, guys.
Winning.
We have no other than Mr. T-Man Menafield. He is an up-and-coming blues artist. When I tell you, ladies, when he sing, he gonna make you wanna be like, oh my God. That's how this man is gonna make you want. That's how this man is gonna make you feel, because I heard him sing. But Lord, can he sing? I'm still waiting on my private show though, but but yeah, he's my co-host for today. And our topic for today is weathering the storm till you reach your rainbow. I ain't gonna go first because my co-host said when I go first that I leave nothing on the table.
Hey,
So
go ahead. Whatever.
no,
If you pick,
no,
if
sir.
you take it out of the table, I'm gonna put something back down on it. So we gonna continue to eat. I can tell you that.
Lord, boy, where you been hiding it? Where you been hiding it? I need somebody to challenge me like that. But for real though, I'm gonna let you go first.
Okay. So give me that topic one more time, and just to reiterate for the people listening around.
I'll give you a little snippet. So our topic for today is weathering the storm till you get to your rainbow. I don't know what happened today. I don't know why the devil was riding my back this morning, because the devil did not want me to come on today. I woke up this morning with a headache, followed by throwing up. I had to be to work at 9 o'clock, and I'm sitting up here like, are you serious? The first thing I can say is, devil, get off my back. Get off my back. I got something to do today. I got to make it to this live. I got to do this. I'm committed to this. I done put in work for this. But the devil kept on trying to ride my back. It's like, you ain't going to make it today. You ain't going to make it. I say, you know what, coach, put me in. I got this. I can do this.
Okay.
So here we are. That little mighty storm tried to take me out, but you can't take me out. We're not having it.
I feel that. And I'll say to that, like, and it's crazy. I woke up with a headache today too. It kind of started last night. And I just, for one, the grind in me, the hustle in me, the God in me, I expect. I wake up every day, and the Bible talks about, every day we have to put on the full armor of God, right? Because if not, you're not going to be able to. You're not going to be able to truly fight against the adversaries and adversity of things that are amongst the world, from a spiritual standpoint, from a physical standpoint, mental, emotional. So every day you have to prepare yourself. When I open my eyes, let me give thanks, and let me prepare myself to what's next. You know what I'm saying? So even in the midst of us not feeling our best, all right, how do I tap in with what I have? Because all I need is a little strength, and that strength is almost like if a little faith. All I need is a little faith. That'll carry me a long way. So if I got a little strength, that'll carry me to my next step. I may not be my best, but I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna put my best foot forward, and that's how we're gonna do it. For me, mentally, I'm just a man of no excuses. I'm gonna get it done, and if I can't get it done. And it's okay to have days where you just can't do it. It's okay. Reset, realign, refocus. Because when I do show back up, cool. So in a minute that I'm delayed, don't mean I'm denied. So the enemy may try to attack. He may try to come in and try to shift. Okay, that don't mean you won today. I see you, but big dog, you can't touch this. Now you may think it may look like you got me. No. All right. So let me reset, let me realign, refocus. And every football, all right, let's think about sports. It's a competitive game. We know there's an opponent on the other side. Each opponent goal is to win. Each opponent shows up to this line ready to put their best foot forward when that ball snaps, right? And in every part of the game, it's a whole 4 quarters. I'm going and I'm fighting to every quarter until the clock stops. So just because you may have beat me on this snap or in this, don't mean you don't want the rest of my day. Don't mean you run the rest of the month, the minute, the whatever. Cool. You had your moment. Now let me show you who I am. All right. Boom. When that last second strike, that's it. We are victorious. That's all I got to say about it.
Y'all, how do I go behind that? I'm a football fanatic, for real, for real.
And what's up, everybody? It's in the comments. I'm trying to read and talk at the same time. So that's my word. Yeah. Show up. Put your best foot forward. You may not win every second, but it's a whole full quarter. Give yourself some room. Give yourself a break. Give yourself a chance to breathe, reset, realign, refocus. Put that on screen. Reset, realign, and refocus. You're good.
Y'all heard that man. He said reset, realign, and refocus. All right. So, in life, we have obstacles. We have setbacks. We have times when our back is up against the wall. We have betrayals. We have times when we go through so much and we question, why am I going through this? Why every time I turn around, it seems like I'm at a broken point in my life? Why can't I forge to get ahead? What is stopping me from getting ahead? No, there's been times in my life where I look at where I am and the things that I've been through. I'll take you guys back to a point of 2020. Not 2020. What it is, 2024. 2022. I'm going to take you guys to a point of 2022. 2022 came in. It came in wrong. I felt like I was in this dark, I had this dark cloud over me. January 31st, 2022, my car caught on fire. My car paid for. I ain't got no car, no, I ain't got nothing. It caught on fire. It caught my other car on fire because I had 2 cars at the time. Lost both of my cars. I don't have a way to get back and forth nowhere. Luckily, I lived within walking distance and I can walk wherever I needed to go. Cool. I couldn't pick up the phone and call nobody for no help. It was probably one person that came through and said, hey, you need to go somewhere, you need anything. But then I ended up getting a rental car and I can go where I need to go. Fast forward, 2 months later, my apartment complex said, we've sold out to somebody else. They said everybody's getting evicted. I'm like, but I've been here like 10 years. So within 30 days, I got to pack up all of my stuff. I got to move. I'm weathering this storm. I'm sitting up here. I'm packing up everything in this apartment. 10 years worth of stuff. I'm packing it up by myself. Putting it in this truck. Moving it to a storage by myself. I practically moved almost everything in the house by myself. Back hurting. Tired of going up and down stairs. And I'm sitting up there crying and I'm asking like, why did my mama have to leave me? Why am I going through this by myself? Why am I weathering this storm by myself? Why do I have to keep continuously going through stuff and I ain't got nobody to have my back when I have everybody back? Where's my help? This is what I'm crying out. I got to the point where it was time to move the big stuff, this solid oak furniture. I can't carry all that stuff by myself. I'm standing up there in the doorway of the apartment and I'm just crying, Lord. I'm crying, tears rolling down my face because like, why am I in this storm? Why don't nobody come to my rescue? How am I going to weather this storm? How am I going to move this stuff? I'm crying out. I'm on my knees. I'm like, Lord, help me. My phone rang. This is somebody that I can depend on. I don't care what I'm going through. For some reason, this person shows up at the right moment, at the right time to help me do whatever it is I need to do. They call me Pooh. Pooh, what you doing? So I'm over here having a mental breakdown right now. I don't know how I'm going to move this furniture. I got to move. No worries. I come and move it for you. It was just like that. But in the midst of that, I don't know where I'm going to go. I don't know where I'm going to live. I ain't got nowhere to live. I know I don't want to go live with my sister. I don't want to go there. That's going to be too much. I'm grown. I don't want to stay there. God sent somebody else. Hey, we got somewhere for you to stay. This is what the rent gonna be. You can move in as early as tomorrow. So I'm going through this storm. I'm trying to figure stuff out. God had already aligned stuff up for me. I the one had to sit there. I had to go through it. I had to learn a lesson that I don't need to stay complacent and stagnant where I am. And just because he bring me through the storm, he will bring me out of it. Life is not meant for us to be complacent. Life is not meant for us to sit up there and look at that storm and give up. We are not quitters. We never give up. Even though I didn't know how that stuff was going to be moved, or I didn't know how I was going to get to the next point, I needed to have my faith. I needed to keep on pushing. I needed to keep on going. The Lord took me through that storm because he told me some of these people that you have in your life need to go. You need to open your eyes and see who's there and who's not. I had family member came over there. I had to tell my family, I don't need you coming in here sitting on the sofa. If you ain't gonna pack nothing, get out.
Right.
I had to tell a man that called himself wanted to date me, if you ain't gonna help me move this stuff, you need to exit to the left. I'm good enough for you to call me your girl or whatever that you want to call me, but I ain't good enough for you to help me move this stuff out of this apartment. I shouldn't have to wait on God to come and fix something. You should be a man of your word. You were a part of that storm that I needed to let go. Sometimes you got to open up your eyes and look at the people that are surrounding you. Not everybody is there for your good. Not everybody wants to see you happy. Not everybody wants to see you successful. Sometimes when you're in a storm, you stay in that storm longer than you have to because you refuse to open your eyes to see what he puts right in front of you. It's hard to accept some of the things that you love and some of the things that you want to do. It's hard to accept that you need to let it go. You have to let go of negativity and things that do not benefit you in order for you to elevate to the next level. I ain't gonna hold you. It's hard letting go of somebody that you've been around your entire life. One of the hardest things in life I had to do was walk away from somebody I loved. I had to walk away because that love didn't love me the way that it should have loved me. Each and every last one of you women's in here, each and last one of you men in here, you are kings and queens. If a person do not value you the way that you value them, you need to let them go. They're only hindering you from where you're supposed to be. I will not be hindered from where I'm supposed to be. I ask God on a daily basis, cleanse me, cleanse my heart, cleanse my soul. If somebody is not here for the benefit of my good, if somebody is not here to help me be on the path that you got me on right now, you need to remove them right now. I don't have time for it. Because like I said Sunday, no weapon formed against me gonna prosper. Anytime I go through a storm, I'm gonna hold my head high. I'm gonna keep on pushing because I can't quit. You won't see me quit. You won't see me break. I got too many people behind me. I got a village. I got a lineage behind me that looking out and said, hey, what's she gonna do? I broke one time in my life. One. I ain't had no choice but to break. But I broke, and when I broke, my whole family went downhill. And I was like, are you kidding me? I'm like, I don't need y'all to sit here and cry with me. Do not cry with me. Just because I'm going through this storm and I don't know what the next point is. I don't need you to cry. I need you to say, get up, girl. You got this. Push. What you need me to do? Now, my folks cried right along with me. So I knew then what my purpose was. My purpose is to uplift. My purpose is to push. My purpose is to tell people like, we're going to get through this no matter what it is you facing, we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it. I can meet somebody today that's going through something. By the time they leave me, they're going to have a smile on their face. We ain't no quitters around here. We winners. We don't sit here and let a thunderstorm come through and tear us down. We look at that thunderstorm and we be like, okay, this is what it is. All right, let's go. I'm going to war with you. I'm putting my dukes up. What I got to do? I'm strategizing. I'm trying to figure out what my next move going to be because I got to get out of this. I can't stay here. You ain't going to hold me hostage in a situation that I know I can get out of. Stronger than you think I am. I can handle it. So look at me now. Look at my rainbow. I'm on the other side. I'm on the other side, y'all. Anytime you go through a storm, remember there's a rainbow on the other side. And you may have went in with little to nothing, but when you come out, you're going to have 10 times more than what you went in with. And that's the truth right there. Truth. Y'all done got me started over here.
Feel like I'm gonna start snapping. Like we're in the jazz. It sound like poetry. So I'm gonna piggyback off you, and I'm gonna give a different perspective. Sometime in life, we can look at things and say, "Oh, that's a storm." What if it's just God making space? What if He's just making space for what we can't see, but what He can? We talk about faith. We talk about these things, and suddenly, I'm gonna go somewhere else with that later on. That word suddenly, but when things happen, the first thought is, man, why is this happening? Why is this happening? We try to do everything to block those things, do everything to try to protect from keeping what we have. And maybe it's just time to make space. And I had to change my perspective of that some years ago, and I kind of talk about this when I went through this season. What I felt like was grieving. Some things start shedding off. Some people start fading away. Just a whole a place of transition. And I do understand in certain seasons things happen in a certain season. So that's how life operates. And with seasons, you have summer, spring, fall, winter. And each season you have to equip yourself different, right? You don't wear winter clothes. Well, this new school now they wear hoodies in summertime, but I don't get that. But you don't technically you dress appropriate based off the season that you're in. And even in our lives from a spiritual perspective or whatever that looks like, you have to prepare yourself for the season that you're in. And sometimes we can't identify the season that we're in because we're so caught up and focused with other things. Get dove's eyes. A dove can only see what's in front of them, not what's on the side. So if we keep our alignment with Him, keep our ear to his chest, and keep relationship, then we'll whole different. We'll probably see what God has been trying to show us. And one perspective could be, man, this is a storm, God. I don't know what I'm gonna do. And there's a song that says, if you would only trust me, trust me, trust me. If you would only trust me. Now, with that, trusting God, even in uncertain circumstances, is a completely different level of faith and a different completely walk in life. When you can be in a space that I don't know what it looks like, but I trust you through it, right? I'm broken. You said the word broken up. I'm broken. The potter wants to put you back together again. Who's the potter? He is. So just because I'm broken don't mean I'm destroyed. So we can take all these broken pieces, give it to Him, and let Him mold us and shape us into what we need to be. All right. So while He's doing that, He's making space for whatever it looks like. It may be the hardest thing. You may be at a certain point in life. You're like, I got this, and I got this, and I should have this, and everybody leans on me. But even those people that are to go to, we struggle too. We become broken. We become tired. We become weary in well doing. Even the Bible says, "Don't get weary in well doing, for you'll reap if you faint not." So we keep showing up and trust God to say, "Hey, you know what? You may be making space." And Jonathan McReynolds has a song that says,
small commercial break, y'all. It's okay. That's a small commercial break.
My bad. Jonathan McReynolds got a song that says, I will make room for what I want. If you haven't heard it, it's Make Room. And I don't know how to, but that's what came to my mind. I'll make room and allow God to make room for what He has for me. And when He make room, it don't feel good at times. It don't. It really don't. Because we're attached to certain things from soul ties. We're attached to certain things because it's comfortable. We're attached to certain things because we don't want to be But what if? No. It's convenient. It feels good. But what if we just allow God to be God? I, How about now? Okay. For some reason, my audio disconnected. But but yeah, if we just allow Him to make room and make space for what's next. If not, then we'll continue to be in the same place. We always talk about that next level. What is that next level? How do we really prepare for that? How do we identify that? He grants us the desires of our heart. He gives us those things. Cool. So let me allow you to do your job, him to do his job. Because when his hand is on it, and that's another thing. This just came to my mind. Everything that we do as a man, right? And we just saying, when I shake somebody's hand, I'm shaking with my right hand, right? When we go to court, we swear with what?
Right hand.
Our right hand is a symbol of authority. We can be broken, we can be confused, we can do all these different things, but long as we are in the right hand, you can't fail. You can't fail. I can be broken, I can be hurt, but long as I'm connected to the right hand, long as I'm in the right hand. I could be confused, I don't know which way to go, but long as I'm in the right hand. That's all I gotta say. I yield my mic.
I cannot. This man done took us to church. He done sung to us. Bodacious say Jesus is on the main line. You want to hit that for us?
He's on the main line. Tell him what you want.
I'm talking about you want to hit that note.
Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. Jesus is on the main line. Tell him what you want. That's all I got.
This man finna make me get up in here like my mama would be in church on a Sunday and just shout hallelujah.
Yeah, man. That's where I'm in life. Life is about perspective. We can. And I found myself saying for so long, man, I lost this. I don't want to lose this. I don't want to lose. I lost. I can't lose. I can't lose something that belongs to me. What God has for me, it is. We sing these songs all the time. This is there. But when do we believe it? When do we take it? When it's our time to apply it.
I think a lot of times as we're navigating through this thing called life, there are signs right in front of us.
Mm-hmm.
God sends people to you to tell you need to move. Or God will send somebody to you and tell you need to change.
Yep.
Or he'll give you the red flags of a friend, a family member, something that is bringing negative energy to you. He's going to give you the signs. But like you said, a lot of times we're stubborn. A lot of times we fear being alone. We fear letting go of something that we've had so long because we're comfortable with it. Not knowing the thing that we're holding on to is stopping us from getting to where we need to go. He didn't never tell you that he would deny you of any blessing or any dream that you have in your heart. He never told you that. But he told you that it will be delayed until you understand what he's trying to teach you. Like Tay says, sometimes people and things have to change in order for another door to open up. I'm one of those people that tend to be hard-headed. I ain't gonna hold you. I tend to be hard-headed. God put me in a situation where he told me, I want you to move. Your time here is up. You serve your purpose here, and I want you to move.
Yep.
I didn't want to listen. I thought, no, I'm not going to move. This is where I'm supposed to be. I've given these people 10 years of my life. They're not going to let me go. They're not going to do anything to say bye-bye. Was I wrong? My situation got so uncomfortable to I went through some things I've never experienced in my life. I'm not finna sit up here and fight you. I'm not finna sit up here and be petty. I don't have time for that. I'm not finna talk about you behind your back, because whatever I gotta say, I'm woman enough, I'm gonna tell you to your face. Because that's just who I am. But I went through all of this stuff, and God boldly, he sent somebody to me boldly that he know I respect, I look up to, and that I would listen, but I didn't listen. My mentor told me, you need to find you something else to do right now. This is not the place for you. Man, please. God said, all right, you don't want to listen. So let me show you what I'm going to do. We got down to the nitty gritty. As I was getting in my car heading to that meeting, I said, Lord, let your will be done. I was tired. I was weak. I was worn. I probably was headed to having a stroke or a mental breakdown, because I was holding so much hurt, anger, and pain in the inside, because I couldn't understand why such a good-hearted person had to be mistreated and done this way. Why me? Out of everybody else in this company, why me? I didn't know. They told me that I would never succeed at any and everything that I tried, that I just simply wasn't good enough. So God said, you know what? Let me remove you from this situation. I cried like a baby. I ain't gonna hold you. I cried like a baby because I felt so betrayed by somebody, another person that I looked up to. I felt betrayed. Instead of you sitting up here standing up for me, telling people to leave me alone and not racially profile me or give me injustice, you said bye-bye. Thank you. In the beginning, sometimes when you go to lessons, you don't understand them. If I see that lady today, I'm going to tell her, thank you. It's because of you I was able to walk into my true destiny. It's because of you different doors opened up for me. It's because of you God pushed that purpose that I was really supposed to walk through. He pushed it in my lap. He told me to walk this purpose. You walk this purpose. You do what I asked you to do. You're going to see a change. I do have something to celebrate on this Winning Wednesday. This month right here makes 1 year since I officially walked out and launched this journey to social media. 1 whole year. I don't know if I told you guys how my journey started. I had just left my godson's birthday party, and I was sitting in my best friend's garage, and God put a word on my heart, and I posted it. And I went to, I started out on Facebook, but Facebook wasn't doing what I needed to do. Facebook wasn't Facebooking. So I was aligned with somebody else that was on TikTok. She was like, go to TikTok. Got on here. But it's been 1 year. The first weekend in June made 1 year that I've started this journey. And I look at where I am now and the things that I've accomplished now and where I'm headed. People don't believe in me. People have negative things to say, but you ain't going to stop me, because this is not something that I chose to do. This was something that was placed on my heart. This was a walk that God gave me that I got to continue to walk. And when I refuse to walk that walk, he realigns me back to it. Just like he's pushing me, telling me that you need to get your podcast up and running. Why are you playing? Because I tend to procrastinate. But I got to get there.
Fear of procrastination right now. Find it up, send it back. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
I'm just slow to move. I be knowing what I need to do. I know the things that I need to do. But you know, sometimes you fall to the wayside. Sometimes you let other stuff come in between what you need to do. But okay. It's time for me to take this journey to a different level. It's time for me to expand on what I already got. So I do have a dream inside my heart.
So you said, the best type of progress is realization. Uh-oh. You gone? Is she gone, everybody?
No.
Oh, okay. It's realization. So if you realize one area is procrastination, you ain't fell by the wayside. Now, we ain't giving no enemy no opportunity for nothing. How do Now I'm a realist. If we know we all have struggles, we all have different challenges in every area. How do we cultivate a plan to eliminate our challenges and even face our challenges head on? All right, procrastination is okay. We all probably deal with it. Tell me how you do that, because you ain't falling by the wayside, especially long I'm around. We ain't doing no falling by the wayside. Nope. And that's just with anybody that's on here. We ain't falling to the wayside. We put a plan together. If we know we struggle with procrastination, then we find somebody that keeps us accountable. We find things that can help keep us in a place that level set us out. What's your environment look like? Who pours back into the poor? You know what I'm saying? It has to be a mutual exchange. So with that being said, how do you prepare? How do you overcome a place of procrastination if we don't ever just really face it? I know it, but I'm just gonna let procrastination sit sit right here with me, because I'm just gonna keep carrying this. Procrastination is this book bag. When you gonna put it down? When I'm gonna take some of these rocks out of it? Because it's getting a little heavy. If you know what you're supposed to be doing, and God have assigned these days, how much more you want Him to show you that, hey, this is what you're supposed to be doing? Obedience is the best thing you can do, even if it ain't perfect. I'm obedient enough to say, hey, I'm starting, doing a little bit by little bit. It don't have to be all to the T, but I'm making one step. Today, I'm going to journal about the business. That's step one, or the other podcast. Step two, tomorrow I'm gonna think about a name. Boom. And I'm breaking it day by day. Day three, I'm gonna figure out who I want to talk to. Maybe I'm gonna build out a plan of what that looks like. Day four, now I'm having a conversation with somebody to pick their brain about it, what it looks like. Day six, I may push it out here to the people to say, hey guys, what do you think about this? What's the engagement like? But guess what? Now you're no longer procrastination. Procrastination has turned to progress. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna procrastinate, or we're gonna take that bag off and we're gonna pick up progress. We have a choice. Everybody have a choice.
Tay, you didn't let me finish.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm gonna yield my mic.
I like to be challenged. I like, hey, you gonna hold me. You holding me accountable to everything that I said that I want to do. You gonna make sure I do it. You just beg me. But you said, what am I gonna do to tackle procrastination? I've already started. I've been started.
That's what I'm talking about. See? All right.
So, I do have a list of things that I want to, that I want to do. There's a backdrop that is about to start that I'm ordering that's gonna come. So I'm starting with my backdrop first.
Bam.
After I get my backdrop, I will change my setup so it'll look how I want it to look. And then I will be investing in my mic and different things like that. And then I'll test out how I want the podcast to be, how I want it to show up when I push my stuff out. So it's been a long time coming.
Come on. But a change gonna come.
Huh?
I said, but a change gonna come.
A change is gonna come. It's gonna be pushed out there. I have every day I get up, I'm a coach. I ain't gonna hold y'all. Every day I get up, I'm a coach. Every day I talk to somebody and I've made some type of change in somebody's life. That never fails. It could be a complete stranger. It could be somebody that I work with. It could be somebody that I talk to on here. I'm always making a change, and it's time to take that to the next level to reach as many people as I can. My ultimate goal in life is to be a household name. My ultimate goal is to have these people call and say, hey, TG, yes? Would you mind coming to speak for us? No problem. I want to be one of those 6-figure speakers that's out there. Why not? Why can't I be that? I can be anything that I want to be. You guys can be anything that you want to be. My life, growing up, I would say I thank my grandmother for the lady that she made me. I thank my grandmother for the lessons that she taught me. Because if that lady didn't do the things that she did and didn't give me the wisdom and knowledge that she gave me, I wouldn't be half of the lady that I am today.
For sure.
I would not be able to sit up here and be a motivational speaker. I would not be able to be the person that put God at the head of her life, to know that that man is always going to come through no matter what it is I go through. That man is always going to come through. No, I don't care if my back is up against the wall. I may not have nothing in here to eat. I mean, I may be at the bottom of the barrel. That man is going to come through. This ain't something somebody got to tell me. This ain't something that I'm looking at other people go through. This is something that I done been through with myself. So I know what it is.
Talk your talk. Talk your talk.
What you mean? What you mean? I'm just thankful. If I look like what I've been through, the first question that people will ask me is, how did you make it over? How are you able to be strong through half of the stuff that you've been through? How are you able to still have a smile on your face? How are you able to still be positive when you've been hit with so much adversity? When every time you look around, somebody did an injustice to you. I spoke these words over my life. I want to be the person to break the generational curse. Because I tell my family like this, I don't know what y'all done did, what kind of karma y'all got going on, but y'all don't get it. It seems like I'm the one get it. We got to break this. We got to break this. So each and every chance I get to sow a good oat, I got to sow a good oat. No matter if it's going to hurt my feelings or not, I'm going to sow a good oat. In the midst of a storm, in the midst of a setback, in the midst of betrayal, in the midst of hurt, I'm going to sow a good oat. I'm not finna leave a situation with grudges, anger, and upset. I'm going to pull you to the side. I'm going to talk to you and be like, yo, we need to fix this. We can go our separate ways, but we need to fix this. Because that's the type of person I am. I'm going to turn the other cheek.
Maybe he's still working.
Keep going.
He's still working on. He's still working on me. Sometimes I don't turn the other cheek. Yeah, I'm silly too, so don't people don't mind.
Let me tell you the worst thing that can happen to anybody. You hurt a person more with kindness than anything else in the world. They're gonna hurt them worse. Go ahead.
It's a great point. And I ask questions because somebody else in the comments may be thinking it. So anybody that's in the room, thank y'all for coming in. TG is talking good up here. All that. TG, you just said something. Kindness kills the people. But what do you do when you felt tried? When you felt you've had enough? When you know you have? How do you balance standing up for myself and not letting somebody to play with me? Because this is what somebody may be saying. Like, I hear those things. Yeah, I'm supposed to turn the other cheek. But how do I stand up for myself and find balance between knowing when to hold them and when to fold them? And truly what that looks like.
So I'm going to give you a story with this. I lost my mom in 2017. My mom was taken from me. And we know who took my mama from me. I had to turn the other cheek. I had to look at the situation for what it was. In the midst of trying to get all of the answers and to figure out what happened, there was a block everywhere I went. Block left, block right, block front, block behind. Nothing worked out for me. So I had to pray. I had to pray because I know who took her from me. I had to pray. In the midst of when you feel like you want to do something to somebody because somebody done did something awful to you, you got to pray. I don't know where that strength came from. I don't know how I'm able to continue to function and go. And I still have to be around this person from time to time. I still have to be around them. Unfortunately, I'm probably the only person that they'll call and they'll let know what's going on. This person right now don't have anybody in the world. They don't have anybody in the world. The rest of the people will not associate themselves with them. But because of who that man upstairs made me, He sat me down in a quiet room and he told me, it's not meant for you to get vengeance. This is not your battle to fight.
Talk.
This is not your battle to fight. This is not for you to worry about. I know that you are hurt because I called her home to be with me. That's because I needed her more than you needed her right now. I want you to continue to hold your head high, my child. I want you to continue to push through. I'm going to give you a passion to help you cope with whatever it is you're facing. But I don't need you to get vengeance.
Vengeance is
That same person called me and told me I'm definitely ill right now. I don't know exactly what's going on, but I want to get my affairs in order. And I need you to be here for me. Because of the way that man upstairs made me, because of the way my granny raised me, I'm able to be that person to turn that other cheek. Does it hurt? Yes. There's plenty of days I wake up and I cry because I want to call my mom and I can't. It's plenty of days I sit up here and I listen to my sister cry because she's hurt.
Yeah.
But my mama wouldn't want me to get vengeance. My mama would want me to be like, okay, my baby, it's going to be all right. Because every day I wake up, it's going to be a red bird out there on that porch somewhere. Right there looking. And I know that's my mama looking down on me. So that's one of the worst things in life anybody could ever go through. Somebody taking somebody from you and you can't do anything about it. Or the Lord conditions you and tell you, don't worry about it. Vengeance is going to be mine. I don't know how I got like this, but I thank God every day that I am this person. Because I'm different. I try to be, Simp. I try to be. I ain't going to hold you. I mean, growing up, I was verbally abused a lot. I'm not going to hold you. Because of who my father was. But that made me strong. And I almost lost my life by the same person that took my mama's life. I almost lost my life. If it weren't for me running, and thank God I could run because I was a softball player. But if it wasn't for me running and making it to a safe destination, I probably wouldn't be here. But I'm here. I'm here to tell a story. I'm here to be a witness. I'm here to be a vessel to be used for a purpose that was given to me. So, yeah. Does that answer your question?
That definitely answered my question. Definitely answered my question, man. Yeah, it's a powerful story. And that takes a lot of strength. It takes a lot of prayer. A lot of forgiveness to be able to articulate and to mentally be in a space to show grace to someone in the midst of their wrongdoing, regardless of what it is. And even and to your point with that, who Lord,
Oh, mercy, Jesus.
yeah, because it really takes a lot. You know what I'm saying? But what if to kind of piggyback off what you said, what if God started giving us grace because of something we did yesterday? What if God started giving us grace? The grace, like what does that look like? So
I can't tell you because I'm not tit for tat. I can't do wrong for wrong.
I get it. I get it. I used to be a person, to an extent, depends on what it is. I've always handled things maturely. Try to do things out of respect. While also trying to defend myself and stand up for me too. Because let's make it clear, Tay Menafield ain't no simp now. I ain't one of him. But choosing your battles wisely and to understand, like you said, vengeance isn't mine. I went through a rough season some years ago, and I was broken. I was hurt. I was frustrated. You name it. That was me. And I wanted somebody to feel the same level of pain that I did. Now, that's what my emotion said. But reality was, I wouldn't want nobody to have to go through the same thing that I did, truly. We all go through different things in life. We all have a different background. We all have different reasons for why something happened. And that's why it's always mindful to have a sound mind, because it takes 1 second to make the wrong decision. You know, but just fast forward to say all that, man. Showing grace, forgiving is some of the hardest thing to do, and it takes a lot of soul searching. It takes a lot of time to really sit with it, embrace it, to feel it. A few years ago, I came up with a slogan as I was going through one of my transitions in life, and it was it was weighing on me so bad, and I was just asking God to release me from the emotional and mental drainage from it, because I was like reliving it every day. And then God spoke to me one night back in November of 19 and said, "Let the hurt work." And the time of life, I had just started physically working out, and to quote unquote put in perspective of, I'm in this gym every day, I'm working out, and boy, it hurt. It hurt so bad. Ooh, I was sore, I'm aching. But the reason why I'm aching and hurting is because I'm tearing away something to make room to grow. And that's what it's about: expanding, growing, and evolving into something that's going to be greater on our side, physically stronger, all these different things. So let the hurt work came from that space of, when you're going through life and life is really trying to get the best of you, it's only just growing you. It's tearing you up a little bit, but it's preparing you for something greater. So that was the season of that. But when you come out healed and whole, man, this joy that I have, the world didn't give it to me, so can't take it away. And it's just a different thing. A peace comes over you. A smile, like authentically, this is me. I love to laugh. I love to have fun. I like to make a positive impact. And I just thank God for peace. Thank God for peace. So yeah.
I have not always been this woman now.
Mm-hmm.
I have not always been the woman that I am today.
For sure.
You know, there was a breaking point in my life. There was a point in my life, cause let my brother tell you, I got a mouth and I don't play the radio.
I believe it. I believe it.
But, you know, I had to change. Like you're right. Pain will make you change. Hurt will make you change.
No pain. No pain. No gain. I got a song for everything, my man.
My baby loves some Betty White now. My little niece, she loves her some Betty White. But I went through a heartache that changed me. It made me bitter. It made me angry. I remember this just like it was yesterday. I would get up every day. I would go to work. I'll smile, put on my mask for these people at work. I come home and I'm sitting in my home and I'm crying. I think by this time I probably had lost 50 pounds.
Yeah.
Because I'm crying every day because I can't believe I gave my heart to somebody and you broke me. You broke me. You changed me. And the book that I turned to was 31 Decorations by Joel Osteen. My friend gave me that book, and I read that book. Every passage in that book outlined everything that I was going through. That's when I changed into the woman that I am today.
My God. Well, look at you. Look at you. You look good.
Still a work in progress.
For sure, we all gonna be that. We all gonna be that. We all gonna be that. I promise you. If anybody work in progress, it's definitely me. I'm definitely
Y'all done sat up here and let this man challenge me. I'm not used to being challenged. Y'all done let this man challenge me and Chad ain't said a word. How y'all let this man come in my house and challenge me like this? It was a good challenge.
Man, I ain't dead nothing. I just, I always like to it's not my intentions to challenge, but it is my intentions to encourage, to help motivate, to help push, and yeah.
Wait a minute. Listen at my brother in the bottom of the screen. Bodacious said, somebody has to. You're right, because I don't let people in. He's right. I don't let nobody in. But I appreciate you for pushing.
Yeah, no doubt.
I mean, I don't have that. You know, my brother them scared of me. I'm the little big sister that, you know, I
love all that. Give it, hand it here. Give it here. I love it. I love it. With anybody that knows me, like I'm never scared to step in a room, to step on the stage, to be challenged or whatever. Because again, we learn differently. We all have different walks of life. We all have different perspectives. And sometimes I'll sit and I'll listen. I'm like, okay, I can take away something from this right here, you know? And then there's also times when I know it's a moment for me to pour back based off certain experiences, or to just, hey, what if somebody outside of us just having a conversation, what could they possibly be thinking? What does that look like? So I'll propose questions or whatever they may look, or statements, to give other people a different insight of what and whatnot. So hey, that's just me. That's just me. Man, and everybody that's on here, I love y'all. I don't even know all y'all, but I promise I do. I love it. Ain't nothing you can do about it.
We're based off love, but I mean, Bo challenges me, but that's different. Bo is a sibling, so Bo, that's different. It's different because we gonna fuss like we lived in the same house all our life, and I'm gonna give you a run for your money sometimes. And listen, I just don't feel like it, but to be challenged sometimes is good. You need somebody to mentally stimulate your mind to think outside of your box. And not many people can do that. Not many people can make you be like, okay, yeah, I see that. I feel that. Not many people can do that. And somebody has to be, the person that you're talking to have to be open to receive it. Not everybody's going to be open to receive what you're saying. Not everybody's receptive of the message that I give. Because I said, quick, I ain't everybody's cup of tea. If I ain't your cup of tea, go ahead and find you another brand. I'm cool with
it. And every time the word that's spoken at the moment don't be for everybody. But there's somebody in the room that is for. And you just sit tight. It coming around. It's just like offering plate. The offering plate, it comes around. Blessings, they come around. This may not be yours, but it's in your neighborhood. You just sit tight. The bell may come right. It won't come to your box. But yeah, everything is for everybody, and we have to be okay with it.
This is a season. Last year was a season of elevation. Last year we prepared to elevate. This year is a season of harvest, a season of reaping what you sowed last year. It's a winning season, and I know that I've said this since the beginning of the year. It's still a winning season. Just because you have not seen your win yet, or just because you're overlooking your small wins, does not mean your big win is not on the way. There is something major that is brewing in the atmosphere for each and everybody in this room. You've been praying about something. You've been asking for something, and you sit up there asking yourself, is it going to come? Is it going to come to pass? Yes, it's going to come to pass. But he said that you still got to put in a little bit more work. You still got to be a little bit more patient. I haven't denied you of whatever it is you're asking for, whatever it is you're praying for, whatever it is you're seeking. I haven't denied you. It's on the way. But I need you to remain strong. I need you to still do the right thing. I need you to continue to push. Just because you go through a little storm does not mean that you give up and you quit. Keep on pushing. Keep on going. Stop letting people in the background get in your ear and tell you to give up. You are not a quitter. You are a survivor. Anything that your hand touched, anything that your mind is set on, you're able to accomplish it. I can do anything that I want to do. Why? Because God say so. Why? Because when I was growing up, my mama told me that I can do it. Why? Because my granny said I was the smartest grandchild she ever had. And I was going to do something to make that family proud. And I did. Don't be afraid to step outside of your box and be who God created you to be. If you have a voice to sing, share that voice with the world. If God gave you a word to encourage somebody, to help somebody that has fallen down, get up and help them. Be that ear to listen. Be that person to give them a hug, because sometimes people need a hug.
Talk your talk.
If God gave you a different talent, utilize that talent. And I'm going to pass it back over to this man right here. I was in the midst of it.
Nah, do your thing, man. Do your thing. You talking good.
Go ahead.
You talking good. I think the last thing for me, man, is as you said earlier, you spoke about what this season looked like, and my conversation to anybody, and really lean into that. Identify the space where you are now, your environment, and also where God has you in, and what's next coming up. You know what I'm saying? See what those things are. Be intentional in your efforts now. We talked about harvest. If you're not intentional with your planting and where you're planting, how can you expect a plentiful harvest? Because every ground ain't good ground. Every ground ain't fertile ground. So when we're talking about that and going to a spiritual side as well, it talks about being like a tree planted by the rivers of water. Do you know what this symbolizes? A tree that's planted by the river. It's hard to be uprooted because the roots it's continuously connected to a source that's ever flowing. And that source, find those things in life. And it's a hard thing to not necessarily in this this world to say what that looks like, but to connect to that fills you with things that will help grow you, mold you, shape you, and help you align in your purpose. So get to a place of where you're growing. Get to a place of where you're planting in fertile ground, and you know where to plant. Discernment is one of the biggest things you can have. So protect yourself. Guard your heart. Don't mean build a wall. Guard your heart. You know, because sometimes we can become invested into businesses, friendships, relationships. Everything isn't always spiritual because we still have to live in a world and operate in a world at the same time. So find balance in these things. Find balance in it, and be consistent. Be intentional in the things that you do. I believe in the law of attraction. If you speak you speak it into the atmosphere, man, you begin to draw some of these things. If you're in a negative space and you just thinking negative thoughts and you just down, you gonna continue to draw that. No, even when you're sad and you're struggling, let me speak life into the atmosphere. When I speak it, man, I'm releasing these things back. God, I may not see it right now, but I know it's coming. You know, I am a millionaire. I am wealthy. I am healed. I am whole. I am enough. I am good for somebody. I am good for me. And when you start believing that, at one day, it's gonna click, and you're gonna look in the mirror. You're gonna say, you know what? I am. Find somebody to play with. And it don't mean you cocky. No, it don't mean you cocky. I'm confident. It don't mean you arrogant. No. I am good enough. I'm good enough for me, and the people that's supposed to be in my life and supposed to be connected to me and I'm connected to. It all gonna make sense. And if you got, and this is the other part too, man. If you have a circle of yes people around you, you might want to evaluate that. Because I ain't right all the time. I don't make the best decisions all the time. I'm not always probably thinking clearly. But then I got somebody that say, hey, look, how you thought about this? So you probably shouldn't have did it. Where am I in a position to receive those things? So you just have to be intentional about you. Be in sync to hear him. And make room. If y'all don't hear anything else, make room for what's next. If things are falling off and then you feel like, man, I don't know why this happened right here, let it happen. We ain't forcing nothing.
We ain't forcing nothing to nobody to be where they don't want to stay at. You want to leave? Blue. I'm open the door for you. I don't care what it is. Family, friends, whatever it is. Because we know who we are. We know how we're being intentional with those things. And we're taking care. Hey, listen, all right, cool. I'm making room. I'm gonna help you. And when I make room for that, now you're looking at this apartment. Like you said earlier, I got all this stuff, 10 years worth of stuff. I can get some more. And then it's gonna be with something that's new. God is doing a new thing. I hear my mic.
I'm speechless, y'all. I mean, this man done sat here and poured into us today, and if he ain't poured into nobody, he done poured into me. I really am speechless. You know, I'm grateful that you took time out your day to come on and co-host with me today.
Anytime.
This has been very enlightening. I feel better than I came in here. Cause I ain't gonna hold you. I told Nay, I said, Nay, I'm nervous. TG ain't never nervous. A Glaze ain't never nervous. I was nervous. I'm never like that. But this was food for the soul today. I hope you guys got a word today. It is Winning Wednesday.
Sure.
I'm ready to finish this week out strong. Something is brewing. Something is on the way. I don't know what it is, but I claim it and I receive it. It's going to be an awesome week.
And it's already done. And it is so. And my last words that I got to say, like I said earlier, to anybody just trying to figure out what's next, reset, realign, refocus. That's it. Whatever that looks like for you. Reset yourself. Get yourself in alignment. Refocus.